Okay, everybody ready?
Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. I'm Kyle the Tool Rambler, and it's now 2026. So we've made it to a new year. The holidays are behind us. Unfortunately, I had to go back to work this week. That wasn't any fun, but let's not try to think of that. Let's look forward and be positive. So 2026, what are our goals? My goal for 2026 is to get to 26,000 subscribers, and you guys can help me with that. Currently, I'm at 226, so that means I need about 5,700 and change. So if everybody that watches this video subscribes, we'll get there in the next month or so. So just hit that subscribe button, like, comment. I love reading the comments. Back to business. Today we're going to be talking about the Craftsman V series, specifically the sockets and ratchets, mostly the sockets and ratchets. The V series was Craftsman's attempt at a professional line of tools. I guess they were trying to compete with Snap-on, Cornwell, Matco, Mac, that kind of stuff. They also claimed in their advertising that these were European style tools. I guess because they come in not only SAE but metric, they're somehow European. I don't know what that means. Unfortunately, Craftsman, in its infinite wisdom, has decided to discontinue probably their best line of tools that they've made since the acquisition by Stanley Black & Decker. Possibly their best line of tools even before the acquisition by Stanley Black & Decker. While they're playing with our emotions, we are still going to forge on. Currently, these tools are no longer in production. They were phased out of Lowe's in May of 25, but you can still find them online, some at Lowe's, Ace Hardware, Amazon, and of course eBay. Lots of new old stock. Lowe's put them on sale. They had them on such low prices that guys are selling them on eBay for lower than list price, and they're still making a profit. Go online, look for them. They are great tools. I'm going to go in and show you the half-inch SAE metric and the 3/8 SAE and metric sets. We're going to save the rest for some other video. Stick around and let's have some fun. All right, here we are. Here's the half-inch metric, half-inch SAE, 3/8 inch metric, 3/8 inch SAE. This is the case. They have these holes in them. It's been pretty controversial. People make good points that it's going to let moisture and dirt and dust in. On the same token, it's going to let moisture out. So if you're outside and they get wet and you put them away without cleaning them like a bad tool owner, the moisture can evaporate, hopefully not rust in your tools. On the other hand, you're going to get a lot of dirt and dust and, in my shop, bugs and whatever else in there. So I would kind of like it if, like all the other socket sets I have, it was an enclosed case. They claim it's for accountability, so you can see, make sure you see every socket is there. I don't know, I can open it up and see that. I'm not sure why that is an issue. Maybe they did it for weight saving. I don't know why that would be a big deal. Doesn't seem like it'd be more than another ounce or two to fill those holes in. It seems like making the molds with holes in them actually would cost more, but also, I don't know, I think that is somewhat part of the retention. It holds them in there, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Each set of each size is identical, meaning like the half-inch sets have 17 sockets each. They each have a 5-inch and a 10-inch extension, a locking extension, which forms the handle. That they also all have a universal joint. The 3/8 are identical, except they have 14 total sockets. The 3/8 go from 1/4 inch to 1 inch in the SAE. They go from 8 to 22 in the metric. The only skip in that series is the 20. The half-inch goes from 3/8 to 1 1/4. And I didn't write down, what are these? I missed it. These go from 8 all the way up to a mighty 32. That's crazy. There's a 30, so it skips. Let's see, there's a 22. Yeah, so it skips the 20 just like the 3/8 set does. And it's got 22, 24, 27, 30, and 32. But my goodness, that is a rather large socket. And while I've got it, you can see it's a well-finished socket. The chrome is impressive. It feels good in the hand. I mean, you know you're holding a substantial piece of steel there. You can see it's got the Craftsman part number on it with the V Series logo. You see, yeah, there we go. My shop lights can be a little harsh. But yeah, let me clear some of this stuff aside, and we're going to focus on the metric 3/8 set. I had to prop it up so you weren't going to get the glare from those harsh shop lights. Okay, so got these cool latches on the side, reminiscent of the Icon meme tool latches. They're practically the identical latch. The cases are black and red. They feel the same as the Icon meme tool. So, and we know they're made in Taiwan. So you do the math on that one. But like I said, the 10-inch extension forms the handle of the case. The case, it also that doesn't form the hinge, but it sits at the hinge. So you just pull these forward, the latches, like so, flip it open, and there's your set. You've got the comfort grip handle. As many have said, the back drag on these things is rather stiff. Maybe that'll work out over time. It is a sealed head ratchet. There's no way to open it up. There's no snap ring. There's no screws. There's nothing. So, and there's a gasket in here because there is another, I think it was KDTX Dad or Tool Dad or something like that. I think it was KDTX. If you look him up, he actually cuts this open. He takes a grinder to it, cuts it all the way open. And you can see that there is a gasket. There's a snap ring. Once it's in there, it doesn't move. The gasket seals this part, but there is no gasket back here. So a lot of people have theorized that if you soak this head down in motor oil, automatic transmission fluid, 3-in-1 oil, anything you want, any very thin lubricant, you may be able to reduce that back drag. I've done it. It may have helped a little bit, but you know, I'm not going to put a rig together to test out the back drag. I just know that it is a little bit more than, say, this ratchet, which they claim to be competing with. I mean, this one has significantly less back drag, but that's an 80 tooth. I believe these are 92 or 96 tooth. I should probably have looked that up, but they're in that 90 tooth range. Comfort grip handle does feel good. It just, I mean, look at the difference in handle size. I mean, these are both 3/8 inch ratchets. Now, granted, this is a flex head, but I think I have average sized hands. Yeah, if you choke up on it to right there, my whole hand covers it up. Now, if you have big old meaty bear paws, you're probably going to need something bigger. Like this, to me, is comfortable. And obviously, this is a made in USA competitor. I don't know. Maybe these are made for smaller hands. Not sure. The locking extensions are quite nice. I like them. I'm going to go with the 17 and for other reasons as well. But anyway, they lock on. That's not coming off, but you just pull it back, comes right off. It will go on without pulling it back. You got to push a little harder, but if you pull it back, it will go on easier. So if you're doing spark plugs, you got a spark plug socket on that. You don't want to lose that spark plug socket down in the engine. That's something nice to have. Overall, you got to put it in the right way. But overall, I say it's a nice set. Let's just do a little comparison. So here's your 17-inch V Series, 3/8 inch. This is a 17 millimeter. This is a 17 out of the overdrive set. Size-wise, the V Series is maybe a millimeter taller, if that much. I don't even know if you can make it out. The chrome is similar. in quality. The gunmetal chrome on the overdrive obviously is darker. I think that shows up on camera. It's not a trick of the light. This one is lighter, more silvery. This one's kind of smoky. So that's the equivalent Taiwanese made. What do I have here? This is a Craftsman inverted. I don't know if you can make that out. It's got the upside down. Oh, don't roll away. It's got the upside. I got to block the light. It's got upside down G2 on it. The 43548. So these are late USA made sockets, probably made in around 2004, 2005. That's when I purchased it. You can see the V-Series is significantly taller. It also has a taper. None of the other sockets I'm comparing it to have that taper. Maybe that's what they mean by European styling. The only other sockets I've seen that have that taper in the chrome finish, or the chrome sockets I've seen. I have some American made impact sockets that are tapered, but these are the only ones besides, maybe you've noticed, I don't have a 17 handy on this one, but Wera sockets, they do taper. You can see that there. So perhaps that is what their nod is to European styling. It doesn't seem to make a difference either way to me. The chamfer on the bottom is roughly the same. Hopefully you can see, the American made ones tend to have, the old American made ones have that little notch in every, I guess that's to allow the ball detent to roll smoothly in there. These don't have that same kind of notch. So there's a difference there. As far as the chrome goes, chrome seems to be about the same. These obviously say made in USA. Right there, I gotta block that light again, but proudly made in the USA. Now going even farther back, or I don't know, maybe these are about the same time as those. This is the laser etched made in USA. I think these are also from the 90s or early 2000s. You can see now this one, probably not a fair comparison, because this one I have sprayed with Bow Shield T9 to help prevent rust. So it does form like a waxy coating on it. So if it was cleaned with some degreaser, it would probably be just as shiny as these others. The inside, same thing. The broaching is nice on both. But overall, maybe it's just because it's new. I do like the V-Series. The V-Series do seem to be of a higher quality than some of their other tools. I don't really have any other Craftsman sockets to compare it to. The ones that I have, it does seem to be of higher quality. These are the only locking extensions I own. I really like them. Universal joint is stiff, but not too stiff. Like if you put a socket on it, let's take the big one, it's gonna hold it at the angle you set it until you get it onto the fastener. It doesn't droop like some I've seen. Wherever you put it. Now, it's new, of course. It may loosen up over time. Overall, I would say these are some nice solid sets. I wish Craftsman had not discontinued them. They really are a good set. And actually, if you go and buy the sockets themselves on the rail, you get more sockets in this. You get 12 on the rail, you get 14 in this set. I think it's on the higher end. You get some bigger sockets. But I'll look into that on a different video. But yeah, that's the Craftsman V-Series socket sets. If you can find them, they're selling the 3/8 are selling about 50, 60 bucks. The 1/2 inch are going for maybe 80. Whoa, move the whole table. But if you can find them for about 80 bucks, I'd say they're worth it. They're not a bad set if you need something to carry around. The only drawback is they're not like the other Craftsman Mechanics tool sets where you have one case with everything in it. These, obviously, every system has its own case. Overall, I give it a buy. I wish they hadn't discontinued it. Craftsman, get your act together. All right, guys, thanks. Appreciate you joining me. Happy New Year. Remember, the goal this year is 26,000 subscribers. I only need 25,774 more. So if you watch this, please hit the like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. You know what to do. Talk to you later and ramble on.
Pretty good.